Hello students. In this class, we'll see triangles exercise 2.2 problems and their solutions. These are based on the BPT theorem, which is called Thales theorem, where Thales theorem says if in a triangle ABC, DE or DE if it's parallel to BC, then the other two sides are in proportion. See, this is the Thales theorem called BPT. If DE is parallel to BC, so therefore AD by DB must be equal to AE by EC. This is Thales theorem. We'll just recap and we'll continue the exercise. Converse says if the ratios are in proportion, then the DE is parallel to BC. The corollary of BPT says if DE is parallel to BC, then the new triangle formed, which is ADE, that triangle sides are proportional to the original triangle. Therefore, that is AD and AB, AD by AB equal to AE by AC. Check out. BPT and corollary, you please make a point. In the BPT, the parts of the sides will be there. For sides of AB and EC will have two parts, AD and DB, AE and EC. That parts are in proportion. Whereas in corollary, new triangle, ADE triangle sides are proportional to the ABC sides. Therefore, we'll have AD by AB and AE by AC equal. Okay. With this knowledge, we'll get into the exercise 6.2. Okay, check out. First one, under that first one, there are two sub questions in the first main. In the figure 1, 6.17 and 2, DE parallel to BC, they say. Okay, that is, if you draw a triangle, what it is given ABC and DE. This is given 1.5 cm. This is 1 cm. This is 3 cm. Okay. DE parallel to BC. Find EC. EC in the first part. What is this EC part? So we can say, given, you write all the sides values. AD equal to 1.5 cm. DB equal to 3 cm. AE equal to 1 cm. Then, what we want? To find, what is to be find? EC equal to question mark. Then we'll say, see why I'm writing this means if you solve triangles problems or in general geometrical problems in form of theorem, even if you don't know the required part of the answer, if you write the statements like this, at least you will get few marks. Okay. Proof is what? By BPT, because D is parallel to BC, right? If D is parallel to BC, then the sides are in proportion. That's what BPT says. Therefore, what we can write, AD by DB equal to AE by EC by, you have to write the reason for it. That is very important. BPT. What is AD? Just substitute and solve the values. DB is 3. AE is 1 by EC. Therefore, if you cross multiply, what you get? EC into 1.5 is EC. 3 into 1 is 3 by 1.5. 3 1 ja 3.5 ja. That is 1 by 1.5 means 0.5 means how much? 1 by 2. If you reciprocal it, you will get 2 centimeter. Okay. How 2 centimeter? You can check it. Numerator you write as it is. Denominator below we have 1 by 2. It gets reciprocal and in the product form. So this is easy. This is what we want. Clear? Just apply the BPT, substitute the values, solve it. We'll see the second question in the same main. Figure is also given. ABC triangle DE is parallel again. Okay. Same way I'll solve. Figure I'll take it from here only. Given AD, we don't know AD, but DB is given. Okay, I'll remove that. DB is given 7.2. AE is given 1.8 centimeter, and EC is 5.4 centimeter. To find what? If you check out to find, we want AD in it. And proof. What is the proof? Same ways. Apply the BPT. AD by DB equal to AE by EC. The reason is BPT. Substitute the values. AD we don't know. We want that AD. DB we have 7.2. AE is 1.8. And EC is how much? 5.4. Here the values are in the decimal numbers. You should know calculation properly. You can cancel the decimal places if the number has digits same after the decimal places. That is 5.4. So I can cancel this guy and this guy. 18 1 ja, 18 3 ja, 54. Okay. Therefore, AD equal to 7.2 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, 6.34 is all. AD equal to how much? 2.4 centimeter. Very simple. These are 1 mark questions. Very simple application. This checks the application of the BPT knowledge. Okay. We'll move to the next question. Second one. E and F are the points on the sides of the PQ and PR triangle, which is PQR triangle. For each of the following cases, state whether the EF is parallel to QR. Means they are checking the converse. Check out the theorem. Converse of BPT says if sides are in proportion, then DE and BC should be parallel. They asked here PQR. So it is a converse of BPT knowledge they're checking. In the second one, we'll write. So PQR is a triangle, right? We'll write PQR. PQR. EF is the points on the PQ and PR. Means EF comes here. Check out the values. PE how much? 3.9 centimeter. EQ is how much? 3 centimeter. PF is 3.6 centimeter. Everything they are given. All the 4 parts of the 2 sets are given. Just find the ratio. If the ratios are equal, then we say the line is parallel. Means EF parallel to QR. It's exactly the converse of BPT. Before you jump into the geometrical problems, you please have the concept or understanding of the theorems first. What theorem says? What is given from the theorem? What is to be proved in the theorem? If you know the two things properly, problems will not be difficult at all. So let's find directly we find the PE by EQ. How much it comes? Check out. 3.9 by 3. 3 1 ja. 3 1.3 ja. Right 1.3. Similarly, find the other ratio PF by FR. PF by FR. What is PF? 3.6 by 2.4. Cancel the decimal places. It becomes 3 point, not 3.6, 36 by 24. 36 by 24. If you cancel this 36 by 24, how much it comes? 12 2 ja, 12 3 ja, 36. 3 by 2 means 2 1 ja, 2 1.5 ja. That is 1.5 centimeter. Okay. So here, just check out the answers here. Are the values same here, 1.3 and 1.5? No, right? Therefore, you just conclude PE by EQ not equal to PF by FR. And say the sides are not parallel. That's what they was, right? Whether check EF parallel to QR or not. So we just conclude here. Therefore, EF is not parallel to QR. Find the ratios. So, compare the values. If they are equal, say EF parallel to QR. If not, say EF not parallel to QR. We'll solve the second one. Similarly, similar figure will come. So I'll just write the ratios here. You have to draw the figure also, same ways, with the new values. I'll just compare PE by EQ, or they are given QE, that is both are same. Then PF, they are given PF, sorry, P is how much? 4, 4.5. How much it comes? 4 by 4.5. If you don't know the calculation, you convert the decimal to the whole number, that is 45 by 10, which becomes 40 by 45. 5 8 ja, 5 9 ja, which is 8 by 9. Okay, 8 by 9 ratio I'm putting it here. 8 by 9. Oh, the ratio will not have the values, right? I mean, what? No, not values. This because both are in ratio will not have the symbols, units. Okay. Then the other part you take, which is PF by FR. What is PF? 8 by FR is 9. So looking at them, both are same. Therefore, we will say PE by QE equal to PF by FR. Okay. Therefore, we will say EF parallel to QR. When we are saying they're parallel, just write the parallel symbol. If ratios are not similar, same values, you don't say parallel and scratch it. No, there's no symbol like that. You have to write not parallel. Third one, we'll see the in the second main third question. Same figure will come. I'll just write the ratio here, but they're not given properly like this. What we want, you pick and write the ratio. First, you write the ratio and pick the values. Okay, that is PE. Check out PE by EQ. They are not given. PE by PR. They PQ. They are given, right. PE and PQ are there. That is the ratio by corollary of BPT. Check out AD by AB. The whole big side of the triangle. AD by AB means it's a corollary. So it's by corollary. Okay. So what we want to write is PE by PQ. You find PE is 0.18 centimeter. Sorry, centimeter. We'll remove that. Just substitute the values. PQ is how much? 1.28. The decimal places are same. You can cancel that. It will become 1 by 128. 18 1 ja. We can calculate by 2 9 ja, 2 6 ja, 2 4 ja. Okay. 9 by 64 we get. And the other part is PF. We have PF by PR, not EFR, because in the first ratio we consider the full length, that is PQ. Now we have to consider here PR. It is by converse of BPT. What is PF value? We have 0.36 by PR is how much? 2.56. Similarly, this will go. Dot will get cancelled and we get 36 by 256. Just cancel them and check out whether we get the same ratio or not. 36 by 256. I think you can cancel by 16. 6 6 6 6 36, right? Or we can cancel 6 will not cancel 256. So what I'll do is, okay, sorry. 36 by 256. I'll cancel by 2 only. 2 18 ja. 2 1 ja. 2 2 ja. 2 18 ja. 18 by 18 it came, right? So it will be similar only. 9 by 64. Okay. Therefore, we write PE by PQ is equal to PF by PR. Therefore, we say EF parallel to QR. EF parallel to QR. Understand these problems properly. What is given? What theorem we have to apply? Either PPT, converse of BPT, corollary of BPT, based on the given values. First two sub questions in the second main has the BPT application. Third one has the corollary application. This is corollary application. Okay. Practice well. They are very simple problems. Okay. We'll move to the third question. Third question. What does third question says? Where is the figure? 6.18. This is the figure. Check out. If LM parallel to CB, check out LM parallel to CB and LN parallel to CD. You should have knowledge of observing the figure according to the theorems, because in the theorem simple triangle will be there. If you check out in this, the simple triangle and one line, they merge the triangles and the two sides. You should be knowing BPT properly in this case. In this case, if you observe, ABC is one triangle where ML parallel to BC. ACD is another triangle where LN parallel to CD. Okay, they given ML and BC, LN and CD are parallel. So we have to know application of BPT properly, and otherwise corollary or converse, whatever, according to the given, according to the to prove, we have to answer it. Okay, let's draw the figure. I'll draw this. Okay, I'm repeating. Whenever if you're solving the geometrical problems, please draw the figure. If they're given, draw it. Just copy it to your answer sheet. If not given also, you please make a habit of drawing a simple figure according to the question. Okay. So this is A. This is a parallel to that one. This is parallel to this one. So N, D, C, B, L, M. We'll write in the theorem format only. Given, what is given? LM parallel to CB, LN parallel to CD. If you make a practice of solving the geometrical problems in the theorem form, at least, so see, even if I don't know the answer for this question, how much I can write, I'll show that. To prove is what? AM by AB equal to AN by AD. Okay. Even if you write this much, you will get half marks. This, even if you don't have knowledge of solving this question, you should have knowledge for extracting what is given and what is to be proved. Even if you write this, how much marks you'll get? Half marks definitely will get. What is the proof? See, you observe the given figure in this way, that ABC is one triangle, ACD is another triangle, and apply the BPT. Okay, I'll just show how do we do that. In triangle ABC, I'll write properly. Right. In triangle ABC, AM by MB equal to AL by LC. Right? Why? We call it as this one because AM by MB they want, no, AM by A. See, observe, I thought of BPT, but it is not AM by MB. It is AM by AB, means corollary. Okay. This corollary they want, that is AM by AB, AL by AC. Okay, AL by AC. AN by AD they want. AM by MB, AN by AD, right? AL by AC. This is by corollary of BPT. Okay. Similarly, in other triangle ACD, we have, check out, AN by AD equal to AL by LC. AL by AC, sorry, because you have to consider the full figure side. AL by AC, this we call as to same reason, corollary of BPT. See, how do we come to know whether we have to apply BPT or corollary or converse? Observe the required part. What they want, AM by AB. What is AM in the figure? If you observe, this is the AM, right? And what is AB? This is the AB. So, on the single line, you are applying the part and the full length of the original triangle. Then it is a corollary. Okay, which I explained and shown you. Check out here. See, AD by AB is nothing but here corollary. Okay. Similar ways, once you apply like this, observe the equations we marked 1 and 2. The right hand sides are equal, right? Therefore, we'll write the left hand side should be equal. Therefore, from 1 and 2, we get what? Write the to prove part AM by AB equal to AN by AD. Because in an equations, left hand sides are equal means right hand side should be equal. Right hand sides are equal means left hand side should be equal. In this case, we have AL by AC equal to AL by AC in the part 1 and 2. So left hand side should be equal, which is what we want to. Okay, clear? This is around 2 marks question. Fourth one we'll see in this class, the last one to be seen. See, in the figure 6.19, DE parallel to AE. So you should know which triangle. AB is one triangle. Okay. DE parallel to AC means it's a ABC full triangle. Here, unwanted things will be merged in the single figure. You should have a vision of visualizing what is only needed from the figure. That's very conceptual part in the geometry. So, given will write, figure out right actually. I'll write, see, ABC full triangle I wrote, and for ABC, DF is parallel. Remember, and for AB, DF is also parallel to AE. Okay. Now check out what is given. DE, sorry, my mistake. I should join AE. This DE will come to, okay, this is a figure. Now DE parallel to AC. When DE parallel to AC, you should only observe DAC and DE triangle. Understand? I'll draw this. Check out. When DE parallel to AC means, what is the figure here? It is B. This is A, C. D, E means this much you should visualize. Okay. Then what is given? DF parallel to AE. When DF parallel to AE means what you have to observe is, see, B, D, F parallel to AE. You have to observe the triangle like this. Once you have this knowledge, applying the PPT or converse is very easy. Corollary, whatever. Okay, to prove what is to be proved, just write that BF by FE should be equal to BE by EC. Check out PF by FE. See, BF by FE means part, means it's a PPT directly. BE by EC. What is the common side? BA is common side, which has the parts BDAD, same in both the triangles. Similarly, to third question, you get the answer for this. But there it was corollary, it is PPT directly. Okay. Now we'll say proof. Understood? Check out in triangle ABE, we'll apply. In triangle ABE, what we have? BF by FE equal to BD by DA. We call this as 1 and reason is BPT. In triangle ABC, what we have? BE by EC equal to BD by DA. We call it just 2 and reason is BPT. You may ask, so how do we get quickly the ratios? You observe the part which are required. One part is from one triangle, that is BFE ABE triangle. BEC is from another triangle. So you make sure you write properly the ratios so that one part of the ratio will come. That's why the part of merging the triangle or making in a single triangle two parallel lines to one of this side, same side. Okay, that gives you proper ratios. You need observation only. Now, if you observe the 1 and 2, what we get from 1 and 2, we get BD by DA right hand side are equal. Check out BD by DA right hand side equal. Therefore, BE by FE must be equal to BE by EC. Right? Hence proved. In the previous question also, please make a point, hence proved. This is how we solve the theorem as well. Once you prove the theorem, you will always write hence proved. This is the answer for these two questions. They look similar. Compare it to the third and fourth problems, therefore 3 marks. In the third problem, they merged the triangle. In the fourth problem, two bases they have made. So when they give parallel, DE parallel to AC means you have to take that full triangle. DE and AC means ABC. DE is part of DBE, so for BAC is a full triangle. Okay. Thank you.